William Spencer here, sharing lessons I've learned from 100,000 kilometers of cycling in many parts of the world. Let's look now at dogs. The dog is a man's best friend. It's true. When you're cycling long distance, though, you are going to meet your friend's ill-tempered cousin, an irritable uncle. So when you do, how are you going to handle it? So in my years of cycling, I've had to deal with many, many dogs. And I would say that dogs actually represented more of a danger than any people I ever met or traveled among. This was particularly true in east of Europe, in Greece, in Turkey, Syria, Iran. One time in Iran, I was in the mountains of the northeast of Iran, semi-desert, and was chased by a large pack of Caucasian mountain dogs, huge beasts, the size of small ponies. So I have some experience under my belt that I'd like to share with you. Before I go on to share what I've learned, I'm really curious. What have you learned with handling dogs when you're on the bicycle? Please leave a comment down below. Let's get a good conversation going and help each other with tips about how best to handle this very real threat when we're on the bicycle. So, you're happily cycling along and you see a dog. It's not chained and you're not sure how it's going to react to you. So the first thing you can do, this doesn't happen very often, even though it sounds like it should, is if it looks like you can safely outrun it and you've got plenty of space, go for it. Pick up speed and go. However, in most cases, you're not going to be sure. So step number one is to slow down. Slowing down does two things. Firstly, it makes some dogs less interested in you. You're less of a moving target. There's something about your speed that really excites dogs. But secondly, if the dog really does continue to come at you, then you're going slower and you're less likely to hurt yourself. Having slowed down, if it looks like the dog is still interested in getting at you, it looks like it wants to taste the flesh of your thigh, for example, then you want to stop. This is actually the single most important step that somebody who's new to cycling may not know, but you want to stop. A stationary cyclist has a lot less interest to a dog than a moving cyclist. I repeatedly found that when I stopped, even a large pack of dogs would be a lot less interested in me and would often sit down, walk away a little, stretch, yawn, and look disinterested. So stopping is key. And having stopped, you get the bicycle between you and the dog or the dogs. It's always good to have that barrier between the two of you. So you've stopped. You've got the bicycle between you and the dog. If it looks like the dog is still coming at you, is still menacing, then the next thing is you want to pick up some small stones, rocks, sticks, anything that's lying around, and throw them somewhere near the dog. You don't have to hit the dog, just close by. The dog will back off. Interestingly, I learned that when there are no sticks or rocks around, I can simply pretend to throw some rocks, and wow, look at that. The dog backs away, and sometimes it even makes yelps of pain, even though I haven't thrown anything. So it seems to be hardwired in dogs' brains. Some people will say, travel with a pepper spray so you can spray a dog if it comes at you. I've tried it. I've traveled with a pepper spray, and I'm here to tell you that as soon as you raise your arm with that spray and point it towards the dog immediately backs away out of range of the spray. And more importantly, the danger is that having sprayed it, some of it wafts back at you in the wind and hits you in the face, and then you're disabled, and then you really are a target for a wild dog. So no pepper sprays. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up and subscribe for more quick tip videos. My book might give you inspiration to leave on your own long-distance bike journey.